Okay, hi there guys. This is MJ at Aqua Pool and Spa. We're here in Spokane Valley. We're going to do a little bit of a tutorial on how to maintain your hot tub, how to do the chemicals. Assuming you just purchased a spa, it's nice to kind of be able to have a video online to access all the information that you're going to need to know to keep up your spa as far as the maintenance of it and the chemicals as well. So first thing we're going to do, this is the A8L. This is Bullfrog's 7'10" by 7'10" spa. This one has the lounge. A couple things on the outside when you get your spa. These clips right here we install. You can actually lock them with the little key that's in your manual. So what we're going to do is if these are clipped, there's 2 on the front and 2 on the back. We want to make sure that all 4 of these get unclipped, especially the back ones. That way we don't, snap them or break them. So I already know that these are unclipped, so we'll unclip that. Just folds up, super easy like that. And then on this spot right here, we'll go through some of the control functions, how to run the jets, how to, if you have audio, pair that, settings, how to do everything as far as that's concerned. So when you touch the screen right here, you're just gonna slide this guy right over. And then this is your main home screen. You can see that you have pump 1, pump 2, your waterfall, inverting the screen, which flips it upside down. You have your temperature of the spa set at 101, temperature is 101. You have your audio system right here, which we have on this model. If you don't have it, totally fine. You have your lights as well. So we'll go through these. So this right here, it's running on low speed on pump 1. On this A8L, your pump 1 is gonna operate those 3 seats. So as it's running right here on low speed, this is for filtration, this is for heating. If it's running on this right here, it's heating the water, or it's one of your filtration time frames, it's just running on this low speed. So that's what that's doing. If you wanted to turn your jets on those 3 seats up, you can turn those on and then back down to low speed. If you wanted to turn pump 2 on these 3 seats on, you can toggle it right here, low speed, high speed. So those are both of the pumps on this model. Depending on what model you have, be it a 6, 5, 8, it's going to depend on how many pumps you have. But on this one, it has 2 pumps. Then you have your waterfall feature right here. Ta-da. Beautiful Cascadia waterfall. This will actually light up depending on most of the models that you get in trim packages. So that's your water feature right there. Inverting the screen flips it upside down. So if you're in the spa looking over, it makes it a lot easier to see exactly what you're pressing. This right here is your Bluetooth audio. This I already have linked to my phone. What's nice on this is that you can actually switch it from FM, USB, auxiliary, Bluetooth. I have it on my Allman Brothers band. If I want to play it, I can press play. It's already linked. Super nice sound system. It uses transducers, so these are all mounted to the acrylic underneath the spa, so you don't have a bunch of speakers in the water that are, can deteriorate over time or be affected by the humidity and moisture of the spa. Really nice audio system. Not every model has it, but just so happens my wet test does. Then we go to lighting, interior, exterior lighting. So interior, obviously, this one's gonna have a main LED. You're gonna have LED cup platforms that are illuminated. So some lighting feature, your waterfall, your exterior lights, like Nate's showing you, sconce, main Bullfrog light. Interior lights, you can actually change the settings. So you can go from one color mode and switch the colors. Or you can go through a gradation of colors that actually just go through a loop of the color spectrum. And then you can switch it to run a little bit slower if you want it to loop a little slower. So those are some of, you can even change the brightness of them. So if you wanted to turn the brightness on those down or up, you can do that. So those, single color. And if you want to get back to your home screen, anytime you're in a different screen, you just press that little temperature button. Another thing, when we fill the spa up, is say we just delivered your spa, we're gonna, it's gonna get up to temperature, it's gonna run on this low speed to heat. You're going to, we'll probably do it for you when we're there, but just to show you, there's different things you can access in this little cog wheel. So this is your settings. this is where you can change the different water care modes. Typically, this standard mode is going to be 99% of the time, it's just going to be thermostat controlled, keep it at whatever temperature you set it. You can go through your manual and see, you read through vacation, super clean, energy saver. For the most part, we just recommend keeping it in standard mode. You can also update the filtration times in this mode. So if you press the little pencil, you can see where this runs every day at noon for 3 hours, and then at 5 o'clock for about 12 hours. We have the Clear Comfort AOP system on this spa, so the filtration time frames are gonna vary depending on what type of system you have. Typically an hour and a half or 2 hours in the morning, hour and a half or 2 hours in the evening is gonna be more than sufficient with a Wellspring ozone or even an enhanced ozone system. And just back up out of there. And then you can go, sometimes at the bottom of the screen, you'll see reminders. So this is a clean or replace filter, which Nate and I did before we did this video. Change spa water. Some of these, the timing is a little different. We'll probably recommend changing your water out every 6 months, but we'll go through that when we get to the water chemistry part of it and the chemical part of it. Other stuff, date and time. Obviously setting the date, setting the time, pretty straightforward. You can scroll through, super easy. These touchscreen controls on Bullfrogs are really easy, work just like your smartphone to navigate through. So getting back to that settings main menu, sleep mode, just pretty much dims the screen, turns it off. Standby, this is gonna be, if we wanted to turn all the pumps off, which don't use too much, but like I said, your manual, you can kind of read through, some of the other stuff. You can lock the screen. You can change the contrast from day to night. So obviously there's difference. If it's brighter outside, you want that daytime. So those are just some of the things that you can do in here. Again, with all of this, if you have any questions, shoot us a call, shoot us a text. We're happy to help. Nate, myself, Jesse, Mike, Aaron. Then going back to our home screen, you can pretty much go up, down temperature. We have it set at 101. If you wanted to go up to even 105 or 106, we can override it by pressing and holding the up button to override to 105 or 106. So that right there is pretty much basic controls. Really easy to navigate through. Let me turn the audio off here. I know we're jamming with the Allman Brothers Band. So that's the control part of it. The actual jetpacks themselves, auxiliary controls, let's get to that too. On this model, you actually have auxiliary controls, which are right here on this pump one that can toggle your jets, your lights, and your water feature. If you wanted to control them on the other side of the spa, over there's another auxiliary control.